On guys, today I want to share with you the number one reason why all of you should be training your legs. And believe it or not, it's not because training your legs gives you a magical hormone boosting benefit like testosterone and growth hormone. Nor is it because you want to balance out the upper body and lower body, because lots of guys don't really care about that. So the thing is this, the real reason why you want to be training your legs is because it builds tremendous work capacity. Bottom line, that is the sole reason. Because here's the thing, there are only so many upper body sessions that you can handle in a week. You might do 2 to 4 times a week muscle protein synthesis, which is hitting your body parts 2 to 4 times a week. And what are you gonna do after that point? You're gonna do cardio? Sure, cardio is great for building your work capacity, as is GPP work. But guess what? You're still not lifting very heavy. You're not testing your body's limits. And that's why leg training is very important. You can lift weights that are very, very heavy, which is very taxing on the body, which is gonna further stress your recovery, which further develops your work capacity. You see, the times where I did the most leg training in my life, that's when I had the most levels of fitness. Simple as that. Like even recently, I've been doing some box squats, like 12 sets of 2 with 30-second rest intervals. And I can tell you that shit builds fucking work capacity. It really does. So does doing 5 sets of 10 on a front squat with 1-minute rest intervals. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, GPP is the ultimate way of getting work capacity. I highly believe that every single one of you should be doing it at least 2 to 4 times a week. But the thing is, you can only do so much of it. And at some point, like, it's better off to just do some leg training. It's better off to just do some squats, some deadlifts, some leg accessory work, and that's gonna make it much easier to go through an upper body session. Like, think about this. Imagine you're doing high volumes of squats, high volumes of deadlifts, over 40,000 pounds of work in a given session. What's gonna happen when you go do your upper body training? It's not gonna be hard, because what you have to consider is the fact that with legs, you are lifting much more than your upper body. For the upper body, you might do what? A 200-pound overhead press? That's your workload. But with the squats, you might do 400 and above, and you're doing more repetitions. So that workload that you get from that leg training session is gonna be much, much, much higher than the upper body session. So you are adapting to higher workload. So if you do 40,000 pounds of work in a leg training session, when you go do 20,000 pounds of work in an upper body session, you'll be able to recover just fine. And maybe that's why so many guys say that training your legs makes it easier to build your upper body, because it gives you these work capacity benefits. Same thing for the GPP, man. Like if you do a lot of fucking swimming, if you do a lot of prowler pushes, sled pulls, aka a lot of posterior chain work, that makes it so much easier to go through an upper body session, man. And that's, again, I think that's the number one reason why guys who are very strong at squats and deadlifts can handle insane amounts of volume. Take a look at the strongest lifters you've ever met. Most of them, if not all, have very strong legs. And I think it's because it correlates to higher levels of work capacity, which is the most important thing you can have as a natural guy or even enhanced. Work capacity is the battery of your workout. It's how much you can handle, how much volume you can tolerate. And over time, you want to build it up. That's why I always say never copy my workouts, because if you copy what I do, you're not going to be able to complete the workout, man, because I have a higher work capacity level than a lot of you guys. So you need to train according to your own work capacity level. And of course, doing heavy leg training is going to build that. Volume work for the legs, intensity work, all of it is very beneficial. And of course, I'm not saying that you got to do a bunch of free squats. That is not the message of this video. It could just be simple deadlifts. It could just be high volumes of deadlifts, high volumes of lunges, reverse hypers, whatever it may be. But the point is, don't neglect your lower body, because it's not going to affect your upper body in a negative way. Like doing sled pulls is not going to impede your ability to do bench press. So it's not going to affect your recovery negatively, all right? Unless you're like doing max effort sessions, then we could kind of argue that point. But the point is this, right? Leg training builds work capacity. That's the reason why you should train it. Because if you start getting lazy on your legs, you might see temporary benefits in your body, because now you feel more rested, right? But over time, your work capacity is going to start declining. And next thing you know, you're going to have trouble finishing your workouts. So if you train your legs now, you'll be able to up the exercise selection, up the volume, up the reps, the sets, all that type of stuff. So that is why you should be training your legs, because it builds work capacity just like GPP. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me your feedback down below. Do you have any additional reasons why folks should be training your legs? Let me hear them. And with that said, I will talk to you all next time.